state actors are those institutions who are backed and affiliated to the governments of different country. Okay, to the governments of different country, and the example of it is the military, the bureaucracy, or for that matter, the intelligence agency. The इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसी है ना. ये जो आप लोगो देख रहे हो ये है आईएसआई का लोगो, दैट इज द पाकिस्तान इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसी. So this is an agency including the Pakistan's military or the Pakistan's bureaucracy. These are those agencies which are backed by. Backed by means what? They are supported by. They are supported by. They are supported by, and along with this, they are also affiliated to governments. So these are गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज. ठीक है, जैसे अगर हम बात करते हैं मिलिट्री, सो मिलिट्री इज अ गवर्नमेंट एजेंसी. ओके, इट्स अ मिलिट्री ऑफ द कंट्री ऑफ पाकिस्तान. सिमिलरली ब्यूरोक्रेसी इज ऑल्सो अ स्टेट एजेंसी एंड सो इज द इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसी. ठीक है, सो व्हाट इज अ स्टेट एक्टर? हाउ कैन वी डिफाइन अ स्टेट एक्टर? We can say that state actors are those institutions which are backed and affiliated by the government. ठीक है, they are affiliated and backed by the, that means they are supported by the government. ठीक है, that is what a state actor is. That is what a state actor is. Clear? So what is a state actor? You will write this and also you will give examples: military, bureaucracy, as well as the intelligence agency. These are the state actors. Okay, now when it comes to the non-state actor, so non-state actors कौन है? So non-state actors completely different to the state actors. Non-state actors are those organizations which operate independently. They do what? They operate independently of the state. That means they are not backed or affiliated. What did I say? When we say independently, what does that mean? That means they are not backed, or you can say at least not officially backed. Not officially or formally backed or affiliated by state or government. ठीक है, they are not officially or formally backed by or affiliated by the state or by the government. ठीक है, तो they operate independently. Now what you have to remember here is that a non-state actor can have unofficial backing. Unofficial backing हो सकता है, जैसे if we talk about these terrorist organizations, if we talk about them, you will find that these terrorist organizations have, if they are working in India, these terrorist organizations have been informally supported by across the border. ठीक है, और जैसे आप कुछ लोगों को देखो, जैसे ये देखो, ये है आपका ओसामा बिन लादेन. तो ओसामा बिन लादेन has always been supported by some or the other state. It has always been supported by, he has always been supported by some or the other state. ठीक है, always. If you look at the history from where he started, तो एक सऊदी सिटीजन थे, काफी काफी एक बिन लादेन कंपनी है जो बहुत बड़ी रियल स्टेट कंपनी है वहां की, और उसके उस कंपनी में जो इंडिविजुअल जिसने उनको बनाया था वो कंपनी, वो इनके ग्रैंडफादर थे. सो ही वाज फ्रॉम अ वेरी एफ्लुएंट फैमिली, एंड देन लेटर ऑन व्हेन ही started taking up Islamic no studies, etc., then in that case how he went to Afghanistan, how he no he, how he created these organizations, ये सब support of the state से हुआ था, but officially नहीं, clear? So it does happen, it does so happen that now when it comes to terrorist organizations are receiving or they may be receiving some informal support, but these cannot be treated as a state organization. The reason is that they are not affiliated to the government. ठीक है, यानी ये government agencies नहीं है. Okay, so when it comes to Naxal organizations, when it comes to terrorist organizations, when it comes to any similar form of organizations, all of them can be classified into this very category. ठीक है, they are all non-state actors. Yes, non-state actors में से अगर आप देखोगे, these are also there, that is NGOs, ठीक है, civil society, and then this is the MNCs, है ना, multinational corporations, ठीक है, they are also part of non-state actors. So NGOs and civil society organizations that are there, they may act as front organizations, ठीक है, they may act as front organizations, and these organizations are under non-state actors, ठीक है. Why? Because simply these organizations are not affiliated to any, they are not affiliated to a particular state, they are not affiliated to a particular state. Clear? So that is what a non-state actor is. Okay, now this slide is very very important. हमने मतलब समझ लिया, we have understood who is a state or what is a state actor, we have understood what is a non-state actor, but when we are to discuss what are the internal security challenges that they pose to us, you have to understand that the state actors are more dangerous, they are more dangerous. और मैं ऐसा क्यों कह रहा हूं, मैं ऐसा इस वजह से कह रहा हूं, बिकॉज दे हैव रिसोर्सेज एट देयर डिस्पोजल, they have resources. So they when it comes to state actors has the potential to collect a lot of money, है ना. आप देखो, just think of it, a country like Pakistan who has gone to the IMF in more than 20 occasions, they have gone to the IMF so that the IMF could bail them out from a balance of payment crisis. These countries they have been funding, they are funding terrorist organizations. क्यों? क्योंकि resources है ना, taxation का जो पैसा आ रहा है, whatever money is they are receiving in the form of maybe grants from some foreign governments, उसको वो resource की तरह use कर रहे हैं, and those resources can be used in order to frame policies which can do what? Which can create problems. Like if we take an example of Pakistan has a policy of what? Bleeding India through 1,000 cuts. Bleeding India through 1,000 cuts. This is basically the policy that they have come up with, and based on this policy they have done what? They have started proxy war proxy war against India, or millions of dollars, no, millions of dollars are being invested by such a country into doing what? Into taking up anti-social activities in India. है ना? क्यों? क्योंकि उनको पता है that when it comes to a war, a direct war, in a direct war, they are very unlikely that they are going to win against India. और क्योंकि वो जीत नहीं सकते हैं, so they have come up with such a policy. ठीक है? दूसरी बात क्या है? They also have legitimacy. That means they are recognized internationally. ठीक है? These are the state actors are recognized. They are recognized internationally. और इस recognition और legitimacy का वो क्या करते हैं? They use it in order to put external pressure. ठीक है? जैसे if we talk about India, ठीक है, इंडिया पाकिस्तान की बात करते हैं, so Pakistan has always used Kashmir to, no, they have always used this Kashmir policy or Kashmir issue to internationalize and exert pressure on India. To do what? To internationalize and also exert pressure. To internationalize and then to exert pressure on India. है ना? ये हमेशा वो वो उन्होंने यूज किया है. This is basically what makes both of these things, that is state actors having resources, state actors having legitimacy, and how they have the resources to come up with policies against a particular country. Like if we are talking about India's internal security, we know that there is a specific policy which Pakistan has, which is to bleed India through 1,000 cuts. And they have accordingly come up with a proxy war against India. They have come up with a proxy war against India. अब ये चीज क्या है? ये this is something which you have to understand. This is something where primarily this kind of resources which the state actor has access to, ये non-state actors के पास नहीं होता है. This is not available to the non-state actors. And that is also the case for the second idea here, which is legitimacy. Legitimacy that the state actor has, that legitimacy is not extended to non-state actors. Non-state actors के पास नहीं है, तो non-state actors किसी international platform का use नहीं कर सकते हैं. Like United Nations cannot be used by non-state actors. नहीं, मतलब किया जा सकता है, but not by all non-state actors. ठीक है? और उनकी बात उतनी नहीं सुनी जाएगी जितना एक कंट्री या किसी एक कंट्री के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव की. क्लियर? सो दे यूज दिस टू पुट एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर ऑन द नेशन. ठीक है? दैट इज बेसिकली व्हाई दीज एक्टर्स बिकम मोर डेंजरस.